the lyric, listening to the lyric of that, and it's the first time, I'll be honest, I've actually heard that.
Yeah,
song.
you won't have heard it because it's not recorded.
So I've not heard it before.
Yeah.
But that must have. How long did that take to put together? How long did that take to write?
I mean, I write fairly quickly, so I probably wrote it in a morning.
Really?
But then I'd spend the next few weeks
finessing it,
changing things.
Yeah.
And then I'll take it out for a spin,
right,
and play it live a couple of times, and then listen to it back, and then go, no, right, yeah, no, I need to change this and this. So the chances are, when it gets to be recorded, it might even be slightly different from this. But I think it's just about there.
Okay, really important question that I've got to ask you before we do our last song.
Yeah.
Gigs, when can people get their chance to see you? Where can they get to see you?
Well, I've got a good one coming up that I want to say about, and it's kind of a Weymouth collective. So with some great musicians from Weymouth, and that's in Bath on the 15th of May.
Right,
There's a music festival going on there. I think it's one of the biggest sort of one-day kind of multi-venue music festivals that's occurring. And we're playing at the Westlake Inn on the 15th, on the evening of the 15th. And that's with Barbara Gaucias. She's fantastic, world-class violinist.
Wow.
I know, yeah.
So when you're playing live, Ruffdog, who's in the band?
No one, me.
Right,
yeah.
Okay.
So I had a band originally.
Yeah.
The Ruffdog Elliott
Yeah,
band.
I was going to say, I've seen.
Yeah, so that was after the album. I kind of, I wanted to take these things on the stage, and I thought, right, so I've got all this stuff going on in the album. I need other musicians to put on stage. And I kind of realised I didn't after a while. They're quite unwieldy things, bands.
I've never had one, but I can only imagine.
I mean, look, listen, everyone in it was great, and I loved them all. But we're musicians and creatives, and you put a bunch of musicians and creatives together and expect it to be peace and harmony, and that it isn't. But it wasn't just that; it was difficult. I mean, why should I expect people to rehearse as much and practice as much as I? And have the passion for it as I did. So I just became, and I'd always liked, to be honest, in the 70s, when after punk, I was looking for something else. And when Billy Bragg came along just with a guitar and a little amp and did those songs, I was blown away, and I've always kind of liked that kind of thing.
Looking online, people talk about your musical influences being Billy Bragg being one of them. Yeah, funnily enough. Yeah. So there's Dylan and stuff and all that sort of thing.
And more late first, like people like Joe Solo up north. Who I'm a
but you can.
fan.
There's a especially when you do the ones where they sort of go slightly London. There's a definite Billy Bragg of stuff in there. So if you were going to have a CD in your CD player, if anyone has one of those anymore these days, who would be on that? And other than yourself, of course. So who would you play?
I've got two that I'm playing. So Billy Bragg's latest, the 44. I can't think what it's called now. Sorry, Billy, but it's 40
he listens,
years.
By the way, he listens.
Yeah.
You know that. He's tuned in as we speak.
And that's always been played. And Joe Solo's. I've just got his new album. Punk Rock prepared us for this.
Wow.
And it's awesome, but I like all of his work.
Okay, I'm going to push us into your last song because Glenn will throw me off shortly. I know what he's like.
Yeah.
He looks like a nice guy, but honestly,
it's terrifying.
Absolutely right. So, but just want to stress then. So the Bath Music Festival, you're going to be live at Bath on the 15th of May.
Dean Kane's playing, Jamie Pinnow, Electronic, and myself.
Tickets online. If you just Googled Bath Music Festival, you'd find it.
You'll find it. I mean, it's free to get in at the place we're playing.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm doing that for nothing.
Fantastic.
I know.
I love that sort of price.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it sounds amazing. Come on, let's have this last.
So this is.
Can't believe somehow we've managed
Gammon
to do 45
Chips,
minutes.
and I'm playing it because I think it's relevant to. I know it's a little political. This one. The actual message is hope. And about tolerance and humanity, although it has got a political bias to it, and I think with the marches that happened yesterday, that Billy was part of as well. Mr. Bragg's there. So I'm playing this in honour of those people that took to the streets against racism and hatred.
Okay.
It's called Gammon and Chips.
That number.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Home, kick them out, no room at the end. The gammon shout, We stand with the right to hate, to fight, bring violence to the streets, civil war we ignite. We stand on our island, we stand by our right to spit on your existence, to snub out the light, our arrogant assumptions, our ignorance and denial, or the fires of Downing Street, bequest the witch trial. Don't walk down our streets, or drink in our pubs, or slave for a pittance, while dressed in your scrubs, 'cause we'll turn on your kindness. Your compassion is lost. Just leave us to rot here. Just leave at all costs. The sound of our boots, the rivers of blood, red and black in our hearts, our true brotherhood. Don't sleep for a second, 'cause we'll burn your house down, destroy all the progress, no more common ground. And when we are done, when our land is set free, when the only flag flying is stupidity, oh, then we will kneel, we'll wail and we'll scream, alone on this island, supremacist dream. Then we turn on each other, your eyes or hair colour. You talk with an accent that makes you another. The North hate the South, the border's now guarded, a civil war raging, our reason discarded. And finally we have our land, all burnt, scarred and shattered. But the walls we have built, I mean our families are scattered. The North for the North, the South for the South, each county alone, no travel allowed. But that street is trouble, we always have said, so they should go too, they're better off dead. And each house a castle, a boarded up prison, this land is a lesson, if only we'd listen. No borders, no lines, no division in our time, men and women of each race, hand in hand in one place, a planet of hope, love and equality, a world that unites us, a world that is free, well I can dream. Ooh. Thank you.
As you say, a message of hope to end on. I'm going to have to close it there. We've got to prepare for our next band. Could have gone on all afternoon, couldn't it?
Thank you so much for having me here.
Ruffdog, thank you so much for coming in this afternoon. We've really enjoyed it. Well done. Well done. Very good.